Hello and welcome to my video 4.5 using graphs to estimate values. So we're going to be estimating, which means we don't necessarily have an exact number. If you want an exact number, you kind of need to have a perfect grid counting up by 1 like we have at the bottom here in blue, and like we have in the red here. It's skipping a bunch of numbers. From 0 to 100, there's a whole bunch of lines in there that aren't shown. So it's estimating. It's going to be estimating unless you get perfectly on one of these lines, this way and this way, then it's not an estimation. But if it isn't on one of those lines, it is an estimation. And so if you look at the last two topics, 4.3 and 4.4, some of those videos show you a little bit. It wasn't focusing on it, but it shows you a little bit of exact values with some simple graphs. This one is estimating. So we're going to just try this out first. How far did Mr. Drager get after 7 minutes of swimming? Okay, so this is the graph showing how far I swim after different amount of minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the fact that it says 7 minutes. So I'm going to go to where it says 7 minutes, and I'm going to draw a line up to my graph line, and then I'm going to draw across. So this is not going to be completely perfect. Better yet is if we can do a ruler. So let's try that actually. Okay, there's my ruler. 7. And so where is that on this side? That's the real question. This is, I'm going to suggest that it is roughly, it's an estimate, is about 450 meters. So there's no calculation here, just reading off of our graph, we get 450 meters based off of 7 minutes of swimming. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We are going to try another one. I'm going to use a black line for this one. How long did it take Mr. Drager to swim 550 meters? Okay, so I'm going to just highlight that this is swimming, whereas the last one was a certain amount of minutes. Okay, so this is the distance, where this is the minutes. Okay, this could say meters here, to be more specific. Okay, so this is the distance, and that previous one was the time. So looking at our graph, we have 550 meters, it says, so we need to find a spot where it says that, which would be right in between 600 and 500. So that's roughly where it is. We're going to use my handy dandy ruler to get a straight line. Okay, there you go. And a straight line down, which goes to 90 degrees. 90 degrees is a nice straight line. Oopsies. There you go. So based off of our 550 meters, which is what we said over here, 550 meters, how many minutes is it? And I just want to put this here to remind us that this was our 7 minutes from before. Okay, so now we're looking there, basically how far is it from 4 to 5? Between these two lines, how far is this? Well, it's closer to the 5, and I'm going to call it roughly about a quarter. So it's 4 minutes, 0.75. Okay, it's roughly about a quarter left over. So if I were to divide it up like this, now there's 4 quarters, right? So 4.75 minutes. So I'm going to write down my answer here, 4.75 minutes. So that is how you extrapolate or interpolate or interpret or estimate a graph. I hope this helps you, and good luck on 4.5.